Assalamu alaikum. Welcome back. Well, I have been bamboozled yet again, and I'm guessing since you read the topic of this particular video, you know what I'm getting ready to talk about. I can't even believe I'm back here doing the same thing once again. Actually, I can. It's sad that I'm really not even surprised. My first Instagram TV video was a year ago on this very topic, and I said then that I wasn't gonna stop. That I was on sort of a crusade to not like expose, like do videos where I'm calling people out by name, but that I was starting a list of internet seamstresses that in my opinion were trustworthy, and in my opinion ones that you should stay away from. So unfortunately I've had to add yet another one to the list, and that's what I'm here to talk about today. And besides that, I also have sort of a list of grievances, if you will. I only came up with 5 because I was sitting down thinking about what happened, and I just started to write. I'm a writer, and when I'm upset, when I'm happy, I write. That's part of who I am. So I just started writing, and I came up with 5. So I guess that's a good way to start. And if you have some, you can let me know, because I'm pretty sure some of you have had less than savory experiences with seamstresses, and I spell the word these days SEEM, okay, instead of SEAM, because seriously, it's becoming ridiculous. So first I'm going to start with what happened to me, and then we're going to move on to the list of grievances, and then I'm going to let you get on with your day, okay? Here we go. So this past Eid, not this past Eid, not Eid al-Adha, Eid al-Fitr, the one that happens after Ramadan, that Eid, which was in the spring, okay? I placed an order with a seamstress who I had placed an order with before, and I had no reason to doubt her, you know what I mean? The clothes that I got back from her before were wonderful. Like, my reviews were great, like exceedingly so. I was more than satisfied. So I had no reason to think that she was going to do what she did, pretty much. First of all, the prices that I was quoted for 3 garments for me, my oldest daughter, and my youngest daughter, I had talked to someone else about, like, is this weird? Like, is this too high to you? Because she, the sister that I talked to, a friend of mine, she also makes clothes, and she was like, for me, that's a bit much, but maybe for her, it is the Eid, and maybe she's charging you for like extra time or whatever. Whatever. Like, I'm really not a person who squawks about price, especially if your talent proves that you're worth my money. So I was just like, okay, well, this is what she said it was. This is what I'm going to pay her. It'll be fine. I'm pretty sure that I'll be more than satisfied when it comes. Child, when it got here, first of all, it did not come on time. It was like so down to the wire. It was insane. So now we're back to, you're telling me when it's going to come on this day and it doesn't ship on this day. And no, don't worry about it, I'll bring it on this day. So I had to deal with that. The fact that it wasn't shipped when it was supposed to be. It didn't ship at all. She actually brought it up to where I live. So when I opened the bag, okay, what I ordered was not there. The only one whose clothes was almost the way it was supposed to be was my oldest daughter's. What I ordered, the color was not right. And then my youngest daughter's clothes didn't even fit her. Like, how do you not, like, I sent her one of my youngest daughter's other pieces that was made by a different seamstress to sort of give her an example of size and height and like arm length and all that kind of stuff. How do you have an example of something that was sent to you, yet you still get it wrong? What you send back, what you give is so wrong, it's ridiculous. My baby could not even fit her head through the garment that was sent here. I mean, no words. So I took photos, I took video, and I'm trying to find her. I'm not getting no responses. I'm getting late responses. So I'm like, here we go again. This is insane. It should not be this hard to get hijab. Like, how? My mother spent money with her. My mother was supposed to get a refund. My mother did not get a refund. So it's just like, Najee Rumba. Seriously, it was just infuriating. Now, again, mind you, that was back in the spring. I still have yet to hear from this sister. My mother still has yet to receive a refund from this sister. Like, this is what we doing to each other, y'all? Like, subhanallah. Anyway, I'm over it because it's like about to be September. I ended up wearing something completely and totally different, something beautiful made by another friend of mine, Hajara's House of Couture. Check her out. She's on Instagram. She's wonderful. And the first sister who I initially ordered from, I just basically like severed ties. I'm done. I'm not sending no more messages. I'm not asking for nothing. I'm not, begging anyone for anything, especially not no clothes. Like, you want to send out stuff that fits like a sausage casing and then expect sympathy when someone has paid an exceedingly high price for it and is disappointed. Like, listen, that's between you and the law. Like, I'm just gonna move on, but I have my list of grievances that I want to get out, and then if you want to add to them, that would be great, because honestly, I was very serious about starting this list of seamstresses that you can trust and ones that I kind of feel like you should stay away from, but that is just my opinion. And if you want to know, you can let me know. You can hit me up on Facebook or Instagram and ask me, because I will tell you my experiences and who I'm talking about. I will also let you know those seamstresses that I have tried who have come through for me. Those, very few. Like, I can count on one hand without all 5 fingers. And I have been trying to buy hijab from seamstresses for the past almost 10 years. This is insane. I should have a list of seamstresses that I could point sisters to that are just like, yeah, she's dope, she's awesome, she's this, she's that. If you don't want to wear prints, go to her. If you don't want to wear solids, go to her. Like, I should have a nice little pamphlet of names of Muslim women that I could point other Muslim women to. I don't even have a post-it. So, my list of grievances. Number 5, dear sister seamstress, and I'm saying that because I'm talking right now to the SEEMSTRESSES, who believe that they are talented enough to service the public, yet are sending out less than desirable clothing, attire, whatever you want to say, call it. So, dear sister seamstress, Webster defines the word misappropriation as the dishonest use of another's funds and or property for one's own entertainment and or unauthorized purposes. Synonyms for the word misappropriation include rip-off and theft. If I were to use the word misappropriation in a sentence, it will go as follows. When you quote me an exorbitant price for a garment or garments that are supposed to arrive to me done with the best care, with the best materials, with the best quality, yet when I get it in my hands, it looks like something that I could have done my first day of a sewing class. There is no other assumption that could be had except that there was some serious misappropriation of funds occurring. Number 4, dear Sister Seamstress, Webster also defines the word professionalism as the competence or skill expected of a professional, one who exhibits an intrinsic knowledge of right and wrong and shows the bravery and or courage to act upon that knowledge. One who embodies the ethical characteristics such as respect, integrity, illustriousness, and decency. Synonyms for the word professionalism include civility, thoroughness, and reliability. If I were to use the word professionalism in a sentence, it would go as follows. When you cannot meet the agreed upon deadlines, and when your reasoning for the inability to do so includes blatant dishonesty, you are exhibiting a serious lack of professionalism. Number 3, dear Sister Seamstress, I think it's great that you have a very tight-knit, close circle of friends. I think that is vital to the sanity of every woman. Not every woman is blessed in that way, but if you are, alhamdulillah, that is wonderful. I'm so happy for you. However, if your best work is reserved for your best friends, if all of your time and energy and creativity is poured into the garments that you make for those closest to you, while the rest of us who take the actual literal risk of sending money to, let's just be honest, a stranger, hoping and praying that what we receive back is hijab, and then it comes to us too tight, too small, too short, smelling like what you ate last night, smelling like a bar, smelling like animals, like a dog. You can't be surprised if you don't have us as repeat customers anymore. You can't be surprised if we don't send you glowing reviews or text messages that you could post on the internet. You cannot be surprised if we are one and done customers, if that. Number 2, dear Sister Seamstress, listen, I understand that no business starts off at the top. No brand name or fashion house started that way either. But among the reasons they achieve tremendous growth over time has a great deal to do with consistency. Customers achieving the same quality, the same results, the same customer service over and over and over again, creating a cycle of commerce that builds over time, turning an idea from something started on Instagram to an actual intellectual property. One that has a .com website, trademarks, and patents that can be defended legally if necessary. And while it's true that every idea has to start somewhere, if you are amongst those who are more worried about followers and acknowledgments and acceptance than you are about actual growth, flourishing, and a healthy bank account, it is safe to assume, and Allah knows best, that your startup will be short-lived. Last but not least, number 1, dear Sister Seamstress, open up your Quran, look at Suratul Nisa, I believe it is, Suratul Nisa. I think it's verse 29. May Allah forgive me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure it is. And you will definitely see the following, because Allah says there, "O you who believe, do not consume one another's wealth unjustly, but only in lawful business by mutual consent." Also, the Prophet Muhammad ﷺ once said that the son of Adam won't be dismissed by his Lord on the day of judgment until he's asked about 5 matters: his life and how he lived it, his youth and how he spent it, his money and how he earned it, his money and how he spent it, and how he acted upon the knowledge he gained. This video was simply made to remind you about questions 4 and 5. And while answering to your customers should be a priority, it seems that it only seems to be that way before you get paid. Before then, we have your undivided attention. But after that, it seems like silent as the grave becomes the preferred modus operandi for most of you, which is infuriating, because then stalking has to become ours, the person who is waiting for the clothes. But at the end of it all, My point to all of this is simply this. If you don't want to worry about me or anybody else who has agreements about something you did, a garment you made that was less than correct, and the explanation or the reaction from the buyer is less than cordial, if you don't want to worry about that, if you don't want to worry about people putting up stuff, keeping lists or posting things because, you just don't want to worry, that's fine. Don't worry about us. But I would suggest that you worry about the one who blessed you with your talent. I would suggest that you worry about being questioned about being less than forthcoming about your time, your skill, and any other promises that you made that you didn't follow through on and you refused to make right. I would suggest that you worry about those angels who sit on my shoulders, who sit on your shoulders, and whose job is to do nothing but right and right and right and right. Don't fear losing my business, my money, or anybody else's for that matter, because when Allah says be, it is. And if his plan is to continue to bless you despite your dishonesty, then we do nothing but follow his plan and follow his qadr, no matter what it is. But I would suggest that you fear losing the protection and the pleasure of the one who gave you the ability, proficiency, and dexterity to do what it is you do. I would suggest that you fear Allah. May Allah shower his mercy and forgiveness on us all, but specifically those of you who think it's okay that you take money from people and you don't make your mistakes right. That, to me, that is just fear Allah. Have a good day, inshallah. Assalamu alaikum.